Welcome back to the Automation News Headline Show for Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, October 29th, 2024. I hope you all are having a great Tuesday. And thank you for watching, whether you're watching with us live here across theautomationblog.com, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, and X. So wherever you're watching, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, like I said, whether you're watching first thing in the morning or you're watching live or you're watching after work, appreciate you tuning in. And I also want to ask that if you do enjoy these episodes, please consider giving it a like, because that helps me know if you're like what I'm doing. And we do have somebody in the chat saying howdy. Howdy, Anthony. Good to hear from you. And with that, let's go ahead and jump into the news headlines. Get some interesting stuff today. And but first, I want to talk about something that a viewer sent in. Jeremy sent me in this Arduino-based Portenta machine controller. I guess you can use it with the Arduino IDE. And so that's very cool. I want to thank Jeremy for sending that in all the way from the Great White North. And if you want to know more about Jeremy, I actually had him on the show. He actually has been doing this a lot longer than I have. So in any case, thank you, Jeremy, for sending that in. So we'll probably do this as a member only since the vendor didn't supply it or sponsor it. We'll do it as a member only show. And we'll go from there. But in any case, let's see here. Let me hit the right buttons. And we'll go to our first article. And it looks like I failed to scroll up. So, I know Advantech as the company that makes, really nice panel PCs, right? And they're very affordable, competitive. And, they just launched this thing, according to this press release, this new HMI software. They call it open HMI software called HMI Navi. Now, anytime a vendor launches a new HMI, I'm all over it, right? I want to cover that stuff because HMIs are such a big part of our control systems. They're in SCADA too, but they're they're really the front end, the visualization side. And a lot of time it can be, when you work and solving the problems of programming, it can be nice to take a break and work on the visualization, right? Gives you a different type of creativity you can express. And so in any case, and of course you guys know I teach PLCs and HMIs. So in any case, I thought this was very interesting. And now I was looking to see, does it hit all the different buttons that I would want out of an HMI, right? So first of all, it runs on any x86. That's what they say. And here's some of the things. First of all, includes over 500 PLC protocols. Interesting. It does real-time data collection. It can do local processing. It can do local data logging. It supports process analytics, flexible recipe management, comprehensive alarm system, and supports edge-to-cloud connectivity with MQTT, supports OPC UA, has encryption, has security. So, that's a lot of the things. Also supports or is compliant with FDA 21 CFR Part 11. Now, again, I haven't tried any of this. I'm just reading the press release here, right? So in any case, and of course, they're saying, hey, it works best on our stuff, but it works with everything. Now, I thought this was interesting because on the next page, let me scroll back up. This is actually the product page, and I'll include both links over at the Automation blog after the show. But this goes into it more. You can actually get a free download and try the simulation out for 60 minutes. Now, I think it's 60 minutes at a time without a license key. I don't think they mean 60 minutes and then you can never try it again. But in any case, there's a video here. But I wanted to show you the PLCs they support. Let's see if we can go bigger on that. So, and I kind of think it's strange the order they go in. Panasonic, Umron, ABB, Allen Bradley, Honeywell, Delta, Rockwell Automation, Schneider, Mitsubishi, Siemens, and General Electric. It's a very strange order for me. And they left some people out, like CodeSys and some other people out that would be, General Electric. I'm not to pick on them, but do they still make PLCs, right? I know they have their software line, but are they still making PLCs? I can't find anything on them for PLCs anymore. And then Panasonic, very small. We don't cover them on the show. They don't have a page. I looked. I searched really hard and very wide for a page from Panasonic talking about their industrial automation products. They don't have news on it, right? I know they have a line, but they don't have any news on it, so I don't even cover them. You can see I was covering Delta, but they just do news so seldom that it doesn't make sense to pull them up twice a week if they're only going to do announcements once or twice a year. But in any case, so I thought that was interesting, but not the pick on them or anything. But very interesting. So I reached out to their Boston office. A lot of times when I reach out to these guys, I just get crickets. But I'll keep trying. But just an interesting new product from Advantech. And with that, here's another interesting new product release. This one, well, this is a press release about the Datalogic's Memoir 30 or 35 getting rugged certification under the Android Enterprise Recommended Program, AER. So they don't really talk much in here except, hey, it's now get certified as rugged. But if we go into the product page on this, I was watching the video on this. This thing kind of does it all. So it's your standard, 6.5-inch Android phone, but it's rugged too. It's IP68, I believe, so it's splash-proof, dust-proof, right? It's drop-proof. We just talked about that rugged certification. Has a built-in, and this is where Datalogics come in, has a built-in barcode reader. It also has NFC, so you could actually take credit card orders with it. So, it kind of like I was going through it, removable batteries, Wi-Fi 6, it's 5G, Bluetooth 5.2. I mean, you just go through all the things. It seems like it has it all. So, very similar to that, the state-of-the-art tablet we saw from Siemens. I mean, this guy has a hand strap, he has a gun holder, that seems like they really thought this guy through very well. And so you can, removable battery, you can, have a bunch of them to charge. You can swap them, they're 12 hours at a charge, and it supports wireless charging, which is great if you're on a forklift all day. You can just, mount it on the forklift. So just really interesting product. Now, we've talked about different models. We talked about the Siemens tablet in the past. We've also talked about P&F, and they have like an EX model, like similar to these, right? So, so there's multiple companies out there that have these, but this really did seem like if you're not in an EX environment and you needed a smartphone that did everything, this seems like a definite option. From there, we go to the automation school. Just wanted to remind everybody, we do have in-person training and online training. Just contact me if you're interested in either. Been talking to some colleges and some big companies about enrolling multiple people. So just reach out to me and let me know. That's where I work full time. From here, we go to automation blog. I just want to remind you to vote early and vote often. And I'm not talking about for the U.S. election. I'm talking about in our audience choice polls. Now, it's still only one vote per person, but that's per poll. And we have 6 or 7 out already. Who's your top 3 favorite automation vendors? What's your favorite large PLC? What's your favorite small PLC? What's your favorite distributed I/O? What's your favorite HMI? What's your favorite SCADA package? And I spent like hours trying to find all of the major options. Like, I think we all know the company names, but like on a lot of these companies, like on an Emerson or an Eaton or a Honeywell, what do they call their large PLC? What do they call their small? Like, I didn't know. So I had to go and search this all out. And you can actually add your own choice as well. Last year we had a vendor I'd never heard of add their own choice and then had everybody in the office vote for it in the 5-minute period. And we took that off the poll because that's we want our audience members, not random dudes we've never met, to vote in these polls. But it really helps me. All kidding aside, it really helps me when you guys vote in these polls. Like I said, at the bottom of each poll is links to all the other polls. So you just pick any one, vote in it, right? And then you go to the bottom and you can go to each of the other ones and vote in them all, but only vote once. So we've actually upgraded them a little bit to try to stop what happened last year with that one instance. But you shouldn't have to log in to vote. You can vote anonymous. I tried it when I did the vote. I tried anonymous. It worked great. So in any case, did want to mention that. And now I want to go with the BNR. This is, I usually don't cover articles in this, but we didn't have a lot of new product news. And this article was interesting. I don't know much about BNR. I've reached out to them before and I've gotten crickets, so I just stopped reaching out to them. But this was an interesting interview about the is it the XR20 system? Or X20? X20 system. So I thought it was very interesting, not knowing anything about BNR because they've never been on the show. I really felt like I got to know their line. It's been around for 20 years and they keep expanding it and coming out with newer PLCs and whatnot. So if you're interested in that, check that out. And then Copia, I was just on the phone with them this morning talking about something really cool that coming out next month, which I can't talk about. But this is 5 key takeaways. One of their people sat down with one of Google's people and they talked about DevOps, especially related to industrial DevOps. And I thought it was very, very interesting. And you guys might find it interesting as well. And then I think this might be the last story here. This is Linmont, and we hadn't seen anything new from Linmont in a while, but I really enjoyed this. They have this showroom system where they fill a bottle, they cap it, and then I think they label it, and they kind of go through which of their products does what and what the advantages are of their products, and stepping through this showroom machine. So in any case, I did enjoy that. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, I don't want to forget this. So Opto22, they had this really cool 2-minute video talking about their 50-year anniversary. And in this video, they not only talk about how the company has grown over 50 years, but they give you some looks at the building they're in now that they built. I think it's 160,000 square feet. They built it in 1991 in Southern California. And like almost everybody who's with the company's been there over 20 years. And they give you good like pictures of the building when it was first, going up, and then like inside, very cool stuff. They get some nice training rooms in that building too. So in any case, and that's where they do their manufacturing. They manufacture in America. So I thought you guys might enjoy that video. I enjoyed it. It was really well done, very, very well produced. And with that, if you want to get the full show, I just did a half-an-hour show before this, 25 minutes to a half an hour. You can do so. It's just 1 cup of coffee a week, or $10 a month. And you not only get like 4 to 5 half-hour shows every single week, and including the live Q&A on Fridays. You get the longer news shows. You get the a lot of the automation podcasts or the automation shows I'm doing. And so I appreciate your support. People don't realize there's probably in the U.S., some people estimate there's 50,000 people who use PLCs, right? Who actually know how to program PLCs. Now, let me know if you think that number is larger or smaller. I'm just going by what I'm reading and what other research people have done about that. And so with that many people, we could never keep the lights on from advertising, right? So it takes about 10,000 people to view a video that makes $17, right? So we couldn't even make $100 per video if everybody who programmed PLCs watched every one of our videos. So so that's why we do the membership program. Of course, we have the training both in person and online as well. So you go to automationblog.com/join, and you will find out all the details. You can join on YouTube or at theautomationblog.com. And I think that is it for today. I hope you all have a great Tuesday afternoon. I know I got a couple more meetings with vendors, meeting with a new vendor to try to get them to come on the show, sponsored or unsponsored, doesn't matter to me. Also, well, actually it does matter, but I tell the vendors it doesn't matter. But also actually recording a podcast from a company that makes this awesome OPC server that tells you everything that's going on with all the devices on your network. So we're supposed to be recording that this afternoon. I'm looking forward to getting that to you guys. Probably have that out next week. Of course, we got one coming out tomorrow. Don't miss that. That will be ad-free, the one coming out tomorrow. It's about a SCADA package. And with that, I just want to wish you guys all good health and happiness. And until next time, my friends, peace.